All right. Well, I'm not going to stay on very long. What you gonna do when they take your keys? And what I mean by that is, have you put any money away? You can't drive forever. You have any money in your piggy bank? How about that 401k? Getting fat? Well, it's unfortunate, but a lot of truck drivers can't afford to retire. They can't afford to get out of the truck. They stay in it till they're either too sick to drive or die off. Not that many stay in it till they're old enough to actually retire. Another thing to think about, if you're a owner-operator, and you're supposed to be putting money away for your retirement, if you're not doing that, you may have very little in Social Security coming. Things to think about. I don't want to be on here that long. It never seems to work well for me. But I just wanted to put that up to see if you're thinking about it. We've had some drivers who got out of their truck, for various reasons. It's not up to me or you to decide if they're telling us the truth or not. For whatever reason they do it, it's their business. But you don't make a lot of money driving a truck. You're not going to be on Forbes 500 of the richest people. You're not going to make that. You might make the Forbes 500 poorest, maybe. But you're not going to make the richest. Driving a truck is not going to get you there. So, for you young guys who are out here on the road, you need to be thinking about that. If all you think about is fun and games, hey, I'm having all this fun driving down the road, getting to do this and do that, you got to have your eye on the prize. And the prize is when it comes time to turn those keys in. You want to have something to show for your effort. Spend all your money and you got nothing. You have nothing but memories, and that won't put anything in your belly. So, for some of you guys that are just starting out, in addition to thinking about, boy, I want to be a owner-operator, that's fine. But you need to be, I want to be an owner-operator with a retirement plan. You got to think that way, because they're not going to do it for you. You need to think about retirement. It's like any job, right? You join AT&T. Okay, most people think about retiring. Hey, I'm working for AT&T, making good money, putting money in my 401. When I get to be old enough to retire, whatever age that might be, I want to have some money. I want to have some money to retire on. Truck drivers, notorious for coming to the end of their driving career with nothing. Not all, but a huge number. Okay? It comes to an end, and all they have is what's in their pocket. That's it. They get out of their driving for a number of reasons, right? Usually, burnout, health issues, family problems, all these things like that, I believe, are the reason most get out of trucking. So, for the young guys and gals out there who are thinking about getting into this, now when I say young, I mean, let's face it, if you're pushing 50 and you're going to retire at 62, you're going to have to really put some money aside to have a retirement. You know, you're going to have to do that. But for the younger ones, if you really think this is a career and a lifestyle that you're going to stay with, you know, think about the end. Think about the time when you take those keys and you turn them in. You turn them into somebody else, or you hand them to somebody else who buys your truck, or whatever it is. Okay? Think about retirement. Don't think about, am I going to buy this tomorrow or next paycheck because I've made a lot of money this time. Those things are not going to get you through when you're old. What gets you through is a retirement plan. There's lots of men, lots of women out there who have reached a considerable age, 60 plus, and they have no retirement. They have nothing to give them any kind of monetary support. All right? So you don't want to be that way. If you start young enough, you make sure you put money away. You say, well, I'm going to invest in the truck. That truck is a hole to put money in. You're not going to get much out of it. So you need to come up with a strategy that puts money away so that when the time comes and you're ready to get out of this trucking business, you have some money. There's lots of folks out there who don't. And, you feel for them because they're, whatever little bit they have, they're trying to stretch it out. And if you get to where you have medical issues, then that could eat up what little bit you might have. So anyway, for you young guys and gals out there, think about that. Think about putting something away for retirement. Because at some point, they're going to take those keys away from you. All right. Well, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk to you about. If you like this whole thing that I do, it's not much, hit the old like button. If you're not a subscriber, if you would, you hit that for me. I appreciate it. Leave a comment. Tell me how handsome I look. All right. Be safe out on the road. I always like to tell you, be safe. Make lots of money. Get home to your family and friends, okay? Get home to those family and friends of yours. All right.